Now it's gone red and pink. This must be the final level. Interesting. The dialogue was definitely less in the last level, which was quite odd. There's a tent here. Like that moon. Oh yes, that is beautiful. Everything in this game is beautiful. Can't stop saying that word because it's just how it is. That's candles there. So that's what's in those crates, candles. Why would you put candles in a crate? That's like sort of 17th, 18th century stuff they'd have in those candles, because they didn't use anything else apart from lanterns. They didn't have electricity. That's that sort of cargo, I mean. Oh yeah, there's that theme again, that's beautiful. Could have went that way, but I think I'll go this way.
The moon over the Sandford Junction, headlights in your retinas. Donnelly drove a grey hatchback without a bottom. All the creatures of the tarmac rose to sing to him. All manner of symbols crudely scrawled across the cliff face of my unrest. My life reduced to an electrical diagram. All my gulls have taken flight. They will no longer roost on these outcrops. The lure of the moon over the Sandford Junction is too strong.
That is game art. Look at that. Everything, most of these frames could just be captured and put into a frame and just, but it's moving. The fact that it's moving makes it game art. If you captured it and made it still, it would just be plain art. It's more beautiful, the fact that it's actually moving, whereas a painting can't move. So it's more fully realised than the game board, I think. So it's better than art. So that's an electrical diagram. I said a circuit diagrams, same sort of thing. Well, it basically is the same thing. So I was gonna go that way, but I changed my mind because I saw that diagram. See the stripes in the sky there? It must be like, looks like plane. A plane flew overhead, a couple of them. That moon is beautiful, luminous. Let's travel out onto the pier here. Oh no. Oh dear. Guess I wasn't supposed to do that. You can't jump in this game, so I couldn't jump across to the other platform. Come back. Come back, ship. See the glow of the candles. So I guess I can't go out that way. There's another pier over here. I'm stuck on this rock. Oh dear. This is not good. I'm actually stuck. If I find a bug, perhaps I'm stuck on a rock. Oh good, I got off it. For a new game also, there seems to be no bugs at all. In fact, I was going to say very few, but no. Which is quite amazing. See the flies? Huh. Little details. Got a candle here. Oh, no, I wouldn't have noticed that if I hadn't come out here. It's the scratches on the surface, sort of like a symbol. Someone's definitely purposely done that. Must have took quite a while. Dangerous as well. Is that a diagram? Circuit diagram again? More chaotic. See a little house up there, or a gunnery? A bunker even? A smashed up boat. We're back to the outside anyway. That's the other path up there. I think we'll stick with this path for now. What is this? It's like boat docks, is it? Or the boats would dock in the olden days. In the olden days, way back. Something like that. I'm not familiar with
I returned
boats that
home
much.
with a pocket full of stolen ash. Half of it fell out of my coat and vanished into the car's upholstery. But the rest I carefully stowed away in a box I kept in a drawer by the side of my bed. It was never intended as a meaningful act, but over the years it became a kind of talisman. I'd sit still, quite still for hours, just holding the diminishing powder in my palm and noting its smoothness. In time we will all be worn down into granules, washed into the sea and dispersed.
In time we'll all be worn down into granules, washed into the sea and the dust. That's very poignant. Very, very poetic language. Whoever wrote this is very good at poetry, to put it bluntly. To put it unpoetically. Let's see. So there's a lot of options where to go here. Obviously I've chosen this way. This is just like a little alcove or cave. Is that a diamond? Another symbol, chemical formula. Is that NE again? NE, backwards E, or a 3, N? Is that a lantern, or is it a picture? It's a picture. Whoa. The face is smashed. Something ominous about it. There's another cave over here, I think. You can see the trail of candles, you can follow it. Very ambiguous story, obviously. Can't really put my finger on what is going on here. It's the remains of a car laid out like a person. Weird caution symbol. Okay. Nothing on the roof. What does it mean? What does it mean? It's just a metaphor for life or something.
There were chemical stains on the tarmac, the leak of air conditioning, brake fluid and petrol. He kept sniffing at his fingers as he sat by the roadside, waiting as if he couldn't quite understand or recognize their smell. He said he'd been travelling back from a sales conference in Exeter. He'd stopped for farewell drinks earlier, but had kept a careful eye on his intake. You could hear the sirens above the idling traffic.
Can't quite read that. From heaven shone. From heaven shone. Around. From heaven shone around him. From heaven shone around him. Huh. Definitely. If you're talking about the scenery. Bright. Bright from heaven shone around him. Or light. Ah, a light from heaven shone around him. A light from heaven shone around him. So you get puzzles like that, visual puzzles, where you actually have to read carefully. So it definitely gives you a different experience, a different way to interact, rather than picking up stuff and... What's that, a dead bird? Oh. Yes, skull of a seagull. Death. Oh, something's gonna go wrong here.
From
Death
here,
is close.
I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases and